translate it to this level, give us an assessment of what he's managed to do.
It's very difficult because obviously he said he's been a Liverpool supporter from birth. And so for him to, I remember scoring in the Cup, and it was special for me. So for him, born here, like you said, he's got his mum, his dad, his sister, his brother, and his nan in the Cup. I cannot imagine what that will mean for him, because talking about trying to get through this academy at Liverpool, the pressure that comes with that, he's done it. Scored a lot of goals at youth level. Now he's coming to first team and scored 2 really good goals. You can't help but feel very good for him. You know, you feel very, very pleased for him.
We spoke before the game about young players getting an opportunity at a big club. It's never easy, but when you do get it, you've got to take it. And he's done that tonight. Yeah. Excellent goals.
And when we look at the goals, they're different goals, aren't they? Actually, they showcase all the facets you need. The first, really good run off the ball and the manner of the finish, and the second, a predatory strike. So.
Yeah, talking about somebody who obviously scores a lot of goals because he doesn't even look at the keeper in the position he's in, and he's dinked it beautifully.
Yeah, they actually did. The team did everything right there that Southampton, with several opportunities, never did.
Yeah, but that's the difference. Yeah, that's the difference. That quality, that final pass, decision making. That's why these young players are at Liverpool.
And the second goal, you'll love the fact that he sniffed out what the possibilities were if the keeper spilt it.
It's a tap-in. Yeah. But the thing is that you get a few goals like that every season if you just are following in. Just your instinct, just take you towards the keeper, you'll get tapped in.
And he made it look easy.
He did.
He made it look
easy. Because he came in pretty quickly.
It's only a tapping because he's done all the preparation, hasn't he? The anticipation.
Yeah.
So what about going forward for Jurgen Klopp, knowing having to play them this evening? I mean, we're having a look at March. There's a week in March where they played Manchester City in the league here, then Sparta Prague in the Europa League second leg here, then they go to Old Trafford. It's all about March, isn't it?
That's exactly where you want to be. Yeah. You compared it, the difficult season last year for Liverpool. Now you look at these high-class problems, big games. That's what you're a big club for. You deal with them challenges.
And knowing that he can rely on.
Well,
on players who've got some sort of exposure.
Yeah. Yes, and big games, because yes, you want to bring the youngsters in when the team's doing well and it's going well for them, because they can feel more confident coming in. But then when you're playing in big games that matter and you can get a game, that is when you learn even more.
I should think Russell Martin at one stage might show that first goal that Dan scored and compare it to the situations that Southampton had, 2 or 3 of them, particularly in the first half.
Listen, they're at Anfield, a bit of composure.
Well, if they do win the FA Cup in this last season, they're going to do it the hard way. They've already won at Arsenal. Now they go to Old Trafford as well. The fans will always give youngsters at their club a chance, won't they? They'll always cut them a little bit of slack. I would suggest after 30 or 40 games, if they haven't done it, they may not. But at this stage of their career, they absolutely will.
Without a doubt, particularly the local lads. We're talking about local lads scoring goals tonight from. You saw the interviews afterwards, and young kids who were very emotional. The fans would love that. Absolutely, and they will give them the benefit of the doubt. Of course, as their careers go on, there'll be different demands, but tonight, they'll be delighted with that. And I think the big thing for Liverpool over the last month or two has been the reaction after Klopp made his announcement. They was thinking, how will they react to it?
Well, we were in Scotland that night.
Yeah, we discussed it. We said, how will they deal with it? Yeah, and it's nothing but good news for Liverpool over the last month or two. And what they have at the moment, with the young kids and players coming back, winning football, that momentum, which is huge in the game.
It's a magic carpet they're riding at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, it is. And like I said, they've got some big games coming. And like you mentioned there, they've got some injuries, so they're going to probably need these kids. And like they're showing up. And that's the main thing. They are showing up, and they're needed because they need to show up. They're in the first team because they're good enough. So when you see them coming on, especially playing like they play, the midfield, the forwards, you just want to see how it continues to go for them. But I'm very excited for them. It's really good to see. Especially Dan's, his face, his celebration.
Well, his face before the ball went in, he knew he was going to score.
It's beautiful.
And it wasn't easy, was it? The manager mentioned it the first half. They were a bit disjointed, and the distances weren't right. Yeah. But they kept running as young kids with energy, and they found a way. And that's what you have to be if you want to be a top player. If you're not quite at it, find a way to win. And they've done that.
Lewis Kumas, the 4th youngest Liverpool player to score on his debut. And although he got a little bit of luck with the goal, he actually showed an intensity and maybe I'd argue a self-confidence that Southampton never did when they were in an attacking position.
No, he didn't. No, but like, the thing with him is it's just like the Liverpool trait. It's in the DNA about the passing and the moving and keep going. And then obviously he got the luck with the strike in the end. It was poor, I thought.
No, not one bit. They were very comfortable in the second half. Southampton are behind. But let's start with the goal, though, and your thoughts on what happened.
Well, Liverpool